Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I have been recording for a really long time and I am just ready to unwind and just get in the bed. So I felt like, well, you're ready to take a shower and get in bed. So I felt like, let's do a, get unready with me, like a chit chat, get unready with me, okay? So let's do that. So this is gonna kind of be like a story time and just a chatty video, So what I'm basically using is this Sea Breeze. Yes, ma'am, this old-fashioned Sea Breeze. But I did get the kind for sensitive skin because I'm on this this cream, well, this gel stuff that I have to put on my face that my dermatologist recommended for me. So it makes my skin like super sensitive. So I have to be very careful like what I put on my skin because that stuff is like really strong. She also prescribed me like some pills and stuff like that, but I'm not really taking the pills. I know I should, but I just don't like to just take pills, y'all. Like, I just don't like to. I'd rather not to, but she was saying it's really good for me to start taking them because it's better to like clear up the acne, and it's better to like clear the acne first and then deal with the scarring, because if you don't deal with the scarring, then you'll never like clear the spots because you'll keep having like, spots and things like that. So, anywho's, I don't know. I need to take the stuff, but yeah, I don't want to. I need to take the pills, but I really don't want to. So anyway, I'm trying to be really careful around my eyes because I rubbed my eyes too hard the other day, and I rubbed my freaking skin off. So anyways, y'all, let me get right into like the little story time. All right, so I have a mirror right here, guys. So anyways, let's get into the story time. So I was working at this job, and at the job, me and my ex worked together, which he was, well, yeah, he was my ex at the time. We had just recently broke up. We were in a really long-term relationship. We had been together for, well, I ain't gonna say really long term, but it had been a year and so. So anyway, that's long term for me. So anyways, we had been in it for a good little year or so, and we had broke up. So it was already a lot of tension and a lot of drama because of the simple fact we did have to work together. We had to be around each other. That's why they say never date someone that you work with because of things like that. All right, so things were just awkward because we didn't have like one of those, happy, peaceful like breakups or anything like that. It was just drama filled and terrible. And then, like everybody that we worked with, they knew that we were like in a relationship, and they knew, kind of that they knew that we had broke up. So it was a lot going on because a lot of people had questions as to like what was going on and why we broke up, and they wanted to know, they wanted to be all in our business, which we were very public with everything. So it does make sense that, when we broke up, people are like, okay, so what didn't happen? Like, we basically did things at work. Like, we went to lunch and work together, and I'm just fixing to use this Clean and Clear. So we went to lunch and worked together. We were always around each other. When we were like in the break room, we were eating together. We were always like hugged up, like lovey-dovey, and people noticed when we broke up. So anyways, let me get to the point. So I was friends with this girl, right? And me and the girl, I'm just having all kind of technical difficulties. The camera cut out. Okay, we're getting back rolling. So anyways, I was friends with this girl, so we're gonna call her Carrie, okay? So she was like really cool. Like, we just, we had quite a bit in common. So like she was just cool, but talk about a lot, laugh, play, all that kind of stuff like that. So and everybody knew that me and the dude had like broken up, and everybody knew that it was kind of like some tension. So I'm just gonna add a little water on my little cotton swab. So everybody knew that it was like a little tension. So anyways, it was one night, and me and the girl, we had each other's number and everything, And so she had texted me, and it was like 11, almost 12 o'clock at night, right? Okay, so she texted me, and so she was like, hey girl, what you doing? And I was like, hey girl, nothing, just on the phone. And so she was like, oh, okay, I was texting you to see if you could give me such and such number. And so she was talking about my ex. And so, like, I didn't text back. And so she texted me again. And so she was like, I borrowed this scanner from him at work. And I was trying to see like where he wanted me to keep it. Like, where did he want me to put it at or whatever? Because I think he was supposed to, like, come in the morning shift or something like that. I don't know. So she was like, I was trying to see, like, where he wanted me to, like, leave it at or, like, keep it at. So, like, I still didn't reply because I was upset at this point. First of all, you already know this is my ex-boyfriend, okay? So, yeah, I was trying not to be petty about it or whatever, because when it happened and I told this story, like, on live and stuff like that, you know, people was, like, after it happened and I was telling the story on live and I was telling the other people, everybody had, like, different views on it. So I was trying not to be, like, petty, and I was trying not to be childish about it, but it was kind of pissing me off. Like, we just recently broke up. You already know me and this boy's, like, super, super serious or whatever, and now you texting me at, like, midnight asking me for his number or whatever. Like, I don't understand. So I didn't text back because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see, should I cuss her out or what should I do, you know? But in my mind, in this day and age, you really don't need nobody's number for anything like that, because Facebook works just like a phone. If you have Facebook, you know anything about Facebook, Facebook got this thing called Messenger. You can FaceTime on there. You can basically text, because the messages just like text, and you can call like a phone. And who don't have social media nowadays? If you don't have Facebook, then of course you can use Instagram, because you can do the same thing on there now too. And then plus we all work together, okay? So there is a manager's office, okay? And then plus those scanners aren't even supposed to go to a specific person. It's a lock box to drop them in. There's a lock box to drop all of them in. You're not supposed to keep them around or hide them. You have to turn them in to the lock box that they belong to at the end of the day or at the end of the shelf. But baby, she just insisted at 12 o'clock at night, you know, which he leaves at noon. Like at 12, he come in like 4, leaves at like noon or 1. And baby, she got off way earlier than, I think she got off at like 3 or 4, and she got to return the scanner at 12 o'clock. And she just realized she got to return the scanner. Why are you still at work? I'm trying to see how all of a sudden you need to return this scanner. Did you pull a double? You work some out of shift, girl? I don't know, but I was upset. So, like, I started going off on the girl because that was, like, my initial reaction. Because I was mad. Like, don't ask me for his number or whatever. Like, for one, you could have got his number. I hate these things because they leave little fuzzies everywhere. Like, for one, sweetie, you could have got his number. Once he gave you the scanner, y'all exchanged the scanner, and you want to see how to get it back to him or whatever the case may be, you could have got his number then. Hey, here's the scanner. Okay, can I get your number? Or where do I leave it at? Or it's just certain communication that you do whenever you give somebody something and you feel like you need it to go back to them, but you just not really 100% sure, like, how you gonna get it back to them, or like, you know, when you unsure, you ask questions. But I guess she wasn't really thinking at the time, but she wanted to ask him at past 12 o'clock at night, hey, where do you want me to leave your scanner? See, a lot of people wasn't understanding just how shady all of this seemed. Nobody understood that. People was looking at me like, well, not a lot of people. My bad, sorry y'all. Not a lot of people, but some people was like, Aaron, all you had to do was just give her his number, or like, and then I'm thinking, like, that just sounds so dumb to me. Is nobody listening to the facts? Is nobody paying attention to the whole way the story is playing out? There's a box that these things go in. There's managers there who has his number, which I don't think they would have gave it to him, but there's managers there who got his number. Other staff members got his number too, and then you waited until the wee hours of the night to get some number. She waited the wee hours to where don't nothing be open but legs. That's why I was just like, huh? how this go? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, me and her got into it over a text message or whatever. It was a very heated argument over the text message. Oh, and then on top of all of that, okay, yes, I love to pour it out. I was moving. I was leaving to move to Texas at the time. I had already took my last day or whatever, like a couple days prior to that, it was my last day. So on my last day at work, my last day was a couple days before that, you know I'm not coming back, so you gonna ask me for his number so you can return the scammer, knowing that I'm not gonna be coming back, that I'm moving to Texas, and you ask me to give you his number. It just don't nothing add up. You knew I wasn't come back to work, and then all of a sudden you need his number. It just nothing didn't make no sense to me. I was trying to make sense of it. So anyway, we got into a very heated argument over text message or whatever. It got so heated that I was like, girl, pull up. You know, pull up, sis, or whatever. Like that ghetto head came out of me. I had forgot that I was grown, and I was just, and I guess I was more so upset because I felt like it was like a respect thing. Like I just felt like it was super disrespectful. I don't know, y'all let me know if somebody asks for your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, or whatever, they ask for their number. I mean, when you raise a red flag, when you be like, okay, what you want their number for? Like, what's the reasoning for that? But I'm telling you, baby, it was people on them. It was people on the live like, oh, I would just gave a number. Oh, it don't matter. Oh, if you don't talk to him no more, why does it matter? No, it still matters because I feel like it's a respect thing. It doesn't matter if me and him don't talk no more or whatever the case may be. I just feel like it just certain stuff you don't do and certain boundaries you don't cross. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wouldn't do that. But I understand everybody ain't built like me. Everybody wouldn't react the same as me. The things that I wouldn't do doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't do. But still, I still feel like it was pretty messed up. The timing was off. Now, whether she really needed to return a scanner or not, I don't know. To this day, I still don't know. And it's been a year. It's been a little bit over a year. I have no clue. But I still don't understand it. So anyway, we got in a heated argument. I told her to pull up or whatever. Of course, she did not pull up, but she got all her little friends or whatever to like send me messages and death threats, and they say when they see me they gonna spit on me and they gonna jump me and all that kind of stuff. Like this girl, she got the whole little wolf pack. On me, and she was younger than me, but well, not too much younger than me, like a year or two. But anyway, baby, she got her whole little wolf pack on me or whatever, baby. They was blowing up my DMs on Instagram. Girl, I'm getting all kind of calls and texts from different numbers. Baby, they was just going at me, girl. And I really didn't care. And I was standing my ground. I was holding my own. And then her little friends was like, oh, you need to grow up and he don't want you. And all this kind of stuff where he don't want you. Just saying little stuff to, I guess, make me mad or whatever. But I'm like, sis, look, let me tell you something. I don't care if they're together. I don't care if they're trying to mess around. I don't really care what the circumstance is. My main thing is I don't feel like it was right for her to ask me that. Like, I think that was like so out of line. And for her to even think that it was okay to ask me, I just think it was just so far-fetched or whatever. I don't care if y'all talk or whatever. Have respect for me. The way I took it as being kind of backhanded or whatever. Like, you trying to talk to him, so now you finna make it known that you're trying to talk to him by trying to, you know, let me know, like, oh, can I get his number? You know, like, I feel like she was trying to be funny, and that's what had really pissed me off. Like, I feel like now you're trying to be funny and you're trying to play on my top. And see, I don't like that. Don't ever try to play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Ever since they closed down Toys R Us, everybody been trying to play with me. That's why they need to open back up the corporation, because these folks don't have nothing to play with. Okay, now they have to order off Amazon. They gotta wait for shipping and wait for their toys to get to them, which leaves more time to play with me. When they had Toys R Us, these folks could walk in this store and play with these toys. So she felt like she could play with me. And see, I just wasn't 1, 2, nor 3, and she wasn't fit to play with me. I'm just saying. So I had to show her. We fit to see how real it's gonna get. So, you know, I gave her I gave her the address, told her to pull up and everything. I forgot where I was. You know what I'm saying? I forgot where I was. I forgot who I was. You know what I'm saying? I got all the way out of character. All the way out of character. And it wasn't even supposed to be like that. So we argued that night. After we argued or whatever, the next day, like I said, her friends carried it on to the next day or whatever. I was finna come up to the job, and you know, which that was my old job now, even though I had just quit. It hadn't even been a whole week since I had put in my notice, because I was fixing to move, you know what I'm saying? I had already had a lot of things on my mind with the moving and stuff, because I was moving like 7 hours away. So I had already had a lot on my mind with like the moving and everything going on. So I didn't really want to deal with that. But, you know, when I was arguing with her that night, when I had woke up the next day, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even really worried about this no more. The only thing that was really making me mad is that she had dropped it. Like, we dropped it. That next morning when we both kind of like calmed down, we dropped it over text messages or whatever. We said that it was done, it was through, you know, it was petty, it was childish, whatever case it may be. You know, she was just trying to say like she wasn't really trying to offend me or whatever. She just really needed to get him back to scanner. But you know, I was trying to let her see it from my point of view too, or whatever. Like I feel disrespected. You know, I just felt some type of way. I feel like I have every reason to feel some type of way. That's just my opinion. I had every reason to feel some type of way. I don't know. That's just how I felt. And I was in that moment, you know, I was in that moment when you really fresh out of a breakup or whatever. It's just, you go through a lot of emotions and you go through a lot of things, you know, and anything can kind of, anyways, yeah, we squashed it. All right. So what really kept things going is that even though me and her settled our beef, her friends, I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold on. Even though me and her settled our beef, her friends were still mad. And see, I don't know if she didn't relay the message to them or what, but they were still on this whole attack type thing. And they were still on, like, they were blowing up my phone. I was getting all kind of like messages. And as soon as we see you out in the streets and we don't fight fair, you know, we don't do one-on-one, we jump, we this, we that, or whatever. I don't really just pay attention to threats so much, because I had a type of mindset, you run up, you get what's coming to you. So whatever happens to you when you run up, then that's your business. Go with your move whenever you see me, you know, sorry. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever on your mind. Just know that whatever coming back to you, that's on your body. That's all I gotta say. That's just on your body or whatever. Them decisions that you choose to make, you have to make sure that you're gonna be able to handle them consequences and with all that. So that wasn't really doing too much to me. Like I told her, I had said, look, me and you already squashed out beef, so you need to handle your friends. Like, I don't understand why your friends, they steady bucking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't send for them. All right, I didn't send for them at all. I didn't send for them. I didn't ask UPS to send for them. You know what I'm saying? So why is they coming for me? Like, I don't understand and then another thing is, sis, I don't have to go get my posse, which I don't even have. I am my posse. I don't have to go get my posse. I don't have to get nobody to attack you, sis. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's irrelevant. But you went to go get all your little teeny bopper friends, and not everybody feeling like they have to, you know, fight your battle for you, because you wasn't even hearing her no more. It's her friends bucking. And I'm just like, okay, y'all done? Are y'all done? Oh, y'all still want to argue? Okay. It went on for a couple of days with her friends, but she was silent. She never did say anything. I shot her a couple of texts like, hey, y'all need to go control your friends, or we really gonna have a problem or whatever, because now it's not even with me and her no more, because we squashed it. It's now between me and your friends. So me and your friends get to scrapping. It's like, why y'all scrapping? It's because you and me, you already dropped it. So anyways, y'all, it was just a big old thing or whatever. So that's what happened. I know it's kind of childish, like I'm grown or whatever, and I know it's childish, but I was just really in that moment. And you know, sometimes when you're upset and you're in the moment and you already got a lot of stuff going on and it just kind of builds up, you know how that happens. That's why they kind of say, like, you never know what people going through. You know, don't be messing with people or inching at people or trying to get reaction out of people, because you just don't know what's going on, and you don't want to like open up a can of worms that you definitely cannot close. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of them type of nights where she texted me, and I was just already kind of upset, and I had a lot going on. And when she texted me, that just shit wasn't adding up to me. I'm just like, okay, now what? And then taking the time into consideration and all that, it just wasn't adding up. And shit seemed real fugazi. And I was like, this ain't... This ain't what it is. This ain't what I. So anyway, y'all, that was the story time. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. I know everybody gonna have a difference in opinion, but one thing I want to know is, would you feel some type of way? You know what I'm saying? Would you yourself feel some type of way? Do you feel like if somebody texts you, one of your homegirls or whatever, they text you and was like, hey, I need such and such number, or I'm not even gonna say me and her went to the Chinese buffet together because we did it. So she wasn't just like, no, chilling, hang to where I can trust her like that. It wasn't like that. It's just like you a work friend and we was kind of cool. We shot text about work. So it wasn't even like we really kicked it like that. So if somebody takes your phone about a dude that you just broke up with, you know what I'm saying? Would you raise a red flag or would you feel some type of way? You know what I'm saying? Which I know I was probably wrong for like going straight left. But you gotta understand my part too. I snapped back into it the next day. I was just like, I wasn't trying to go off on you like that, but you gotta understand. You have to understand, baby. That wasn't the time. So, anyways, let me end this because I'm gonna keep on rambling. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.